Ladies, gentlemen, and those beyond the binary, I'm Lauren Chess, and this is the Road to 1000 Edo series. If you didn't catch last week, here are the rules. I trained for a full week. This week I've trained checkmates and traps. And at the end of it, I play 5 games, picking the best or arguably worst one to analyse with you guys. I won't waste much more of your time though. Let's get into the first game. Hello. This was game 4 of 5 of the games I played this weekend. To give context, I'd lost 3 in a row. The checkmates were not coming off, and I was playing absolutely terrible. So I really needed a win here, and I mean it was very back and forth this game. Let's say that. It starts with e4, e5, and just a lot of developing moves. And I play something called the Ponziani. And what I was hoping for was something called the Ponziani trap. The Ponziani trap is when black plays here, and what it leads to is kicking out the knight, or at least attempting to, which Evalbot doesn't like, but if they go back, you can then play pawn takes. And if they try and kick you out with, say, a move like this, the idea is to check the king. And what happens is that if pawn takes, you just get a lot of oh, not that, definitely not that. Takes, probably takes, and you just get in a position where you're checking the king, maybe like bishop defends, and you just win material. That's probably the best way that can happen. Sadly, we don't get that. Instead, we get pawn here. Evalbot still likes where I'm at though, and I believe it wanted this pawn takes. Sadly, I didn't play that variation. I actually played this pawn takes, which the Evalbot does not like as much. Queen takes, and we get 2 developing moves. And now I develop here. Now you can tell that Evalbot isn't like that. Why is it not like that? Simply pawn here, and it forks both the pieces. I completely missed this, which was idiotic of me, but luckily so did my opponent. And of course, now seeing my mistake, I play. I try and find a nice way of getting out of this mistake, which is danger levels. I thought, say pawn takes, queen takes, just playing for danger levels. He moves out of the way, and again I play what in the moment I thought was a nice move, which was bishop here, because I thought you still can't take because queen takes, so the pawn is pinned basically. I thought that was a really nice move. Actually, in this position, what the Evalbot wanted was this, and it's basically to just chase the queen away from the pawn and then get your bishop to safety, and you're actually okay. You're actually okay if you get this line, but yeah, sadly I missed this, and the queen goes to here, and it's setting up a pretty ugly attack here. I mean, that's close to mate and 1. That if this knight doesn't do anything, that's mate and 1. The really nice idea about this though is the incoming doom of pawn takes, because now there's no longer this threat of queen takes. The pawn is free to take at this point, and the knight is the only thing defending this from being a collapsing checkmate. So I play pawn takes, which is still terrible because simply knight takes. So already this is like a crumbling position, and black really shows this to the extent of it. I'm sorry. What? You were winning. You were fine. This position was entirely winning for black. I mean, this position, black just surely puts pressure. I mean, it doesn't like that move, but surely just puts pressure on him. Maybe just even knight takes. Just playing what I thought, just knight takes. You're up a full piece. But no, so my plan has failed, but so's his, which is useful. He eventually plays knight takes, which he should have played earlier. I kick out his knight to the edge of the board and develop my bishop again. He moves his pawn. I wasn't really sure why. I thought there was probably other issues, but maybe he could have just developed the knight instead. But his choice, I tried to kick out his knight, which he tries to defend with his rook. I kick out his knight, and I thought this was a really nice move to really kick his knight out of the game, because if you look here, he has nowhere to go. If he goes here, or if he goes here, he's being killed by the queen. If he goes here, the rook's getting him. If he goes here, I already kicked him out with the pawn earlier, so he's forced to go to the edge of the board, which is exactly what happens. I kick out his second knight, and here's where the position collapsed for him. In this position, he needed to play this, or potentially even just moving this back here, so that he still continues to defend the rook if rook takes. But he doesn't play that. He moves his knight away. And so this just allows rook takes, and I actually win the game. This was quite surprising, especially if we go back to maybe the worst move of the game, which was around here. Look at his time. It's 7 minutes 50. He's completely fine. He blitzes out 6 seconds. He blitzes out queen takes in 6 seconds. I don't know if he just didn't see this. I mean, searching for backwards moves in like the 600 regions, it's a tough thing to do, but I mean, yeah, a complete lack of time management. But I can't really speak. 2 of my other games I played this week did go absolutely terribly because of time. I was in a winning position in one and lost on time, and then in another position, again, I was in a winning position, but instead of like losing on literal time, I just blitzed out like 6 moves like quickly because I was low on time, and it led to me, I think I was winning like by 8.2 according to the computer, and it went to like -6. So a pretty terrible blunder this week. I ended up winning 1 and losing 4. I ended up winning losing the last game pretty badly. Ironically, I lost 1 game in 33 moves, 1 game in 34 moves, and 1 game in 35 moves, which I just thought was really cool. The other game I lost in 9 moves, but we don't talk about that game. Yeah, a rough week. We have gone down Nilo. I think we are literally on 600, like bang on the dot. So I don't think I'll be studying checkmates and traps next week. I'll see you then. Have a good one.